Hey guys, what's up? Okay, hi. So I got my Taco Bell box, and they actually had a box this time. Woo! Okay, so let's get into it. Jojo Siwa is hilarious right now because but I think she's smart though, honestly, because I just saw a TikTok this morning that had a clip of another song that she hasn't released yet that's going to be on this album, and that song sounds 100 times better than this Karma song. It sounds like a really good song. It's not a bad song. It's just the way that she's going about all of this that's hilarious. But I think that she has caught on to like people's reaction to this song, and she's really playing into it, which is a smart move. It could be a smart move. But it's kind of like, goddamn, Jojo. It's like, you want to be bad so bad. It's like, you're 20. You're still making jokes about being pregnant on Snapchat. Like, if I was in charge of JoJo's marketing, I think what I would do is, I would be like, listen, girl, we need scandal. We need scandal, right? So I would say get with somebody 20 plus years older than you. That's an amazing scandal right there. Get with Ellen DeGeneres. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ellen DeGeneres having an affair with Jojo Siwa? Now that would be a bad girl. That would be a bad girl. Okay? Cause I pull up in a Porsche, but I ain't the Rase. Pretty bitches only could get in my passe. That's the type of scandal that you need to be calling yourself a bad girl. When I saw you with Porsche, I just felt the knife twist. Ellen's a bitch, and I'm with her right now. You know what I mean? Ellen's a bitch, I should've known better. If I would've known, I would've never fucked around. Oh my god, Amelia Earhart. Bitch, tell me why I never even heard about them potentially finding her airplane until I heard the monthly recap. 3 months into 2024, let's go. Amelia Earhart. I was like, what? So then I Googled it. Oh no, I should have never done such a thing. The fucking rabbit hole that I fell into. Like, this is gonna be my next Titan sub. I was obsessed with that for months after. Just really ended probably last month. Amelia Earhart is my new Titanic sub. Amelia Earhart is my new Titanic, period, because I also had a Titanic obsession in general. I'm obsessed with this bitch, okay? Amelia Earhart is a fucking icon. Not even, like, nothing to do with the plane. Nothing to do with the plane. That is just an, like, added thing. She's a fucking icon. She married her publisher after 6 times of him proposing. This is in the 1930s, okay? This is so unheard of. He proposed 6 times before she finally said yes. And she only said yes because she had him sign a prenup and because she had him agree that it would be an open marriage. Now, Miss Thing was real close with Miss Eleanor Roosevelt. And there was one incident where Eleanor Roosevelt was like, oh, what is it like to fly at night? Like, that must be so amazing. This bitch said, get in. I'll show you. They took off. They went somewhere real quick. They came back. I know what they motherfucking did up in the sky. You know what they motherfucking did up in the sky. It was Taco Tuesday up in the stars that night. She's an icon. Then they think there's no proof of it, but like, there's so many different conspiracies as to what happened. But there was the islands that they think that they found her remains on. Well, they also found freckle cream, they found cosmetics, they found stuff like that. I'm just like, you know, like, she knew she was a badass bitch. She was like, I'm still gonna put on my freckle cream. Like, I finna be in the pit. I finna be in the pit. Amelia Earhart was, for sure, at least bi. But I think she was a lesbian. And I think she was really iconic for telling a man. She told a motherfucking man, you're gonna sign a prenup. This was in the 30s. That's unheard of. Open marriages, open relationships, unheard of for that time period. I mean, not totally unheard of, but not common at all. I'm just obsessed with her. But, like, the rabbit hole is, like, insane. Like, what is that? Is that autism? I also watched this video explaining, there's a woman who was a teenager at the time, and she was listening to the radio, and she actually heard Amelia talking, because there's something about how the frequencies bounced back that it was able to be heard, like, all over, really. And this teenager at the time sat there for, like, 2 hours, I believe, or an hour or two, and she tried to write down, like, everything that she was hearing. And that was pretty wild, because they kind of reenact it a little bit. Like, obviously it's a reenactment, but it's, like, kind of spooky to hear still, because it's like, it gives you, like, a more clear picture as to what was happening. And she said that she heard her and her co-pilot, I forgot his name. That's kind of rude. Hold on.
Frederick Joseph Fred Noonan.
Noonan. Okay. So, as she's writing this down, she could hear him in the background, too, kind of, like, losing his mind, like, arguing with her. And she said that there were, like, different points in time where he would, like, get out of his head and calm down and stuff, and then he would start freaking out again. I think that's really wild, too. So, I definitely think that they did end up on that island. What drives me crazy is that they found bones on this island, but at the time, DNA, like, wasn't really a thing. Like, DNA testing and stuff like that. So they couldn't really do anything with it. They just got rid of the bones. I want to know what they meant by that. What do you mean you got rid of them? Where are they? What does that mean? And why would you do such? I don't know. But if those bones were still around today, I guarantee you they would have been able to determine whether or not they were hers. Yeah. So thank you for coming to my rabbit hole. Oh my god. One more thing I want to mention is family vlog channels. Family vlog channels are giving Nickelodeon. It's giving if Dan Schneider had children. That's what he would be doing. I don't like it, personally. I know that I'm not a parent, so I'm very limited to be able to speak about something like that, but, I don't like it. I think it's weird in many ways. I think it's weird I think it's dangerous, first of all. It's weird on a privacy level, because you're vlogging your children. It's one thing to, like, post your kids online, post pictures on Facebook, whatever. That's not really a big deal. The vlogging the children, though, you're recording the inside of your house, you're recording your children, like, doing stuff that, like, they're not gonna want out on the internet when they're older. It's just, like, there's so many, like, things wrong with that, in my opinion. And it's just weird, because I keep seeing, like, an increase in this. And it's like, who is actually watching this? What demographic of people is watching this? Because it ain't me. It ain't anyone my age. I think it's mainly for P3DO files, and I just don't know how you could put your kid in that type of position. Like, I don't know how you could do that. Like, when we were growing up, like, the adults were crazy with the internet. They were like, the internet is a very bad, dangerous place. Do not even post a photo on the internet. Like, I mean, it was, like, hardcore. I mean, we still did it, but now it's like, parents are just like, oh yeah, like, let's just have a whole entire YouTube channel dedicated to us as a family. Like, first of all, conceited to think that anybody gives a fuck about you and your family that badly. But second, if you want to have a YouTube channel so bad, why don't you just make your own? Why do your kids have to be involved? Oh, to get views? It's giving Nickelodeon. And like there's something to be said about the parents on like of these child actors too. That's a struggle, because it's like in some cases you have the kid that like that really, I want to be on Nickelodeon, I want to be an actor, this is what I want to do so bad, and then the parents are supportive, but at the same time it's like, I don't know, like that's a really wild risk to take. And when I was younger, I was kind of like mad at my mom for not doing stuff like that with me, but she got freaked out by it. And I, like, now as an adult, I totally understand. Like, when I was a kid, I think I did an audition for like Kraft mac and cheese or something for a commercial. I don't even know. I could be making that up, but I know I did some sort of audition, and they called back and they weren't interested. But then my mom thought about it and she was like, I don't know about this. Like, it's weird. It was kind of like a modeling / acting type agency thing, I think. I don't know if it was like, I don't know what it was really. But when they called back and they were like interested in me, she got freaked out thinking about it, because she's like, I don't want like creeps looking at my kid on the internet, like to these pictures, like, you know. And I never understood it as a kid. Like, I was like, ugh, like so lame, so boring. But now as an adult, I'm like, I totally get that, and I'm like thankful that she was like that. Like, I don't know, I feel bad because like I don't want to blame the parents for like the situations that their kids ended up in, but at the same time it's like, where were you when there's minors working on a set? Like, your parents have to be there, I'm pretty sure. Like, a guardian has to be there. I don't think it's like, oh yeah, just drop the kids off at work and move on. Like, I don't think it's like that. I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, I can Google it. Yeah, for SAG-AFTRA productions, if the actor is under the age of 18, a parent or guardian must be present at all times while the minor is working, and shall have the right, subject to filming requirements, to be within sight of the minor. So it's like, what were they doing? What were the parents doing? Were they just going to work with the kids and the parents were just all hanging out in a separate room? Because I don't know. I mean, like, that's a really touchy subject, because I don't want it to come across like I'm blaming the parents. But it's just the family vloggers and the parents of child stars give the same energy. And I hope that makes sense. Look at even, let's jump right back to Jojo Siwa again real quick. I just saw a clip of her when she was a kid. She was like, I don't even know how old she was, 8? I don't know how old she was on that show. She was young. She might have even been younger. And her mom's like, oh, your hair's getting really dark up there. We're going to have to fix that. And she's like bleaching her hair. And she's explaining how she's been dyeing her hair since she was 2 years old. That's the type of energy I'm talking about. Like, these people try to come across like they have their children's best interests. Like, they don't want anything wrong. They're so shocked when something bad happens. And it's like, you literally were grooming your child since day one, though. Your child's not a fucking toy. Your child's not a fucking show dog. It's giving, like, you're treating your kid like a show dog. Yeah, I'm not into the family vlogging. I find it weird. I know there's people that watch me that will be offended by that, because I see people on my social media that have family vlog channels, and that's why I'm like, what the hell is this? Because it's like, I knew they existed, but now I keep seeing them like way more. Anyways, thanks for watching me ramble about iconic lesbians throughout history and family vlog channels. I hope that you have a beautiful, sparkling day of excellence. And yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Still in the situationship. I know. The only reason I am is because I'm not going to talk to anyone else. And it's like, I feel bad because there's men who like keep messaging me and stuff on the internet. And I keep blatantly ignoring them because I'm not interested in talking to men. And it's not a personal thing. I just don't want to talk to men right now. That time will pass later on. But right now, I'm more into the feminine energy. Thank you. Okay, bye.